Hi, I'm Mark,
I'm Sharon.
and we
We are
are
Ponderosa
Ponderosa Garden
Garden Adventures.
Adventures.
Welcome back. If you've joined us before, you know that we garden here in Zone 10B. We're in Southern California, and today we wanted to talk about our grapevine.
Grapevines grow really well in Zone 10B. A lot of our neighbors and along the roadways you see grapevines growing, so we thought we would give it a go. And you see, we're standing in front of our grapevine. It really flourished this year. We were amazed by how much it grew. We planted it just 2 years ago. It started out as just a twig in a pot, and we'll show you a shot of that, what it looked like. Last year we planted it in the ground, and this year it finally took off, and now it's time to change the water.
You can go another 5 minutes.
So we planted it just 2 years ago. We started out as a little twig in a pot. I can show you a photo of what that looked like. And then I think last year we planted it in the ground, and it grew some, but we didn't get any grapes. This year it went crazy and really flourished, and we got our first harvest of grapes. We were so excited. They're little purple seedless grapes. They're very sweet, very delicious. Unfortunately, it looks like birds ate most of them, but we did get a couple bunches off.
We did. We got a good harvest. And so we started by planting down at the base of this. It's actually a swing set here. And as it grew, we added more support. So we added trellises along here. We had to add 3 trellises along the back side here. It's actually gone the full length of this swing set. Actually, you've added 2 more. So actually, we have 5 trellises total.
So we started the year with 1 trellis, and then we added 4 more. And we've got some video of us installing those trellises.
Right. And as it grew, and we have some trimming to do because, right, it's supposed to have a couple of main branches and then go off from there. And we'll have a video coming up later this season of our trimming of the grapevine. But it started to grow off the other direction as well. And so we decided to add this arch, and it took off and covered the complete arch. And it just did fabulously. Right here, this was the original little trellis when it first started growing. It's like, oh, we're going to put this little trellis and let it make its way out. And then it's not only made its way out, it's made its way up and all the way over, and up that side and all the way over. So it's really loving its life here in this spot. It gets great sun during the day, and then it gets a little shade late afternoon.
So another thing we use as a trellis is this bookshelf here. So it began growing up this, and then we saw it was going to need some more space. So we got a very affordable solution. We bought a second-hand archway. It's a wedding arch for a wedding. There were lights attached to it, but we took those off. And we'll show you some video, some time-lapse of myself assembling it. So it was very easy to assemble. We got it for about $20, I think, at a
thrift store.
A thrift store. So that was a very affordable solution for another archway for the grapes. So.
Right. And it tied in nicely with the archway that we have behind it, which you can't see in this shot, but from our garden tours you've seen, we have an archway going into Tuscany, which is our seating area where we eat, our dining area, and it's just to the left of us here. So it ties in nicely.
And of course, the grapevine ties in nicely with Tuscany as well.
Yes, absolutely.
And I just love grapevines. I love grape leaves. I love the color and the shape, and they're so...
Even if we weren't growing it for the fruit, the look is fantastic. It's just very rustic, which is what we like in our garden.
And it took very little maintenance, just watering about once a week, and it was fine. So I highly recommend growing grapes. The grapes are delicious. The one thing I would do differently is next year we're going to try putting some bird netting. Because we had about 10 bunches, and most of them got eaten. We went out one day and they were almost all gone.
Yeah.
and you know how heartbreaking that can be. But the ones that we were able to harvest were delicious.
They were great, and we were able to get some that were still deep within because they're all over the vine, and so because it's on the trellis there and on the swing set behind, there were some that were hanging kind of in a gap there. So
yeah, but next year definitely we'll throw some bird netting over it as soon as we see. You'll see in our video you can see them when they're very, very tiny. So as soon as we see the little grape clusters forming, we'll throw the bird netting over it and hopefully get a really good harvest next year. It grows on second year growth, so this whole archway and all the way down the trellis should be full of grapes this time next year.
Exactly. I expect to see them hanging from the archway. That's the shot we want to have a year from now when we're doing our recap for the 2024 growing season.
So next year, actually, they ripen in July. So next July, we'll do another video and see where we are. But anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for joining us here at Ponderosa Garden Adventures. If you like the content you're seeing here, please give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you'll get notified whenever we post new videos. We try to post every week or so. It's been rather busy through the summer, so we haven't been quite as quick on that, but yeah, and share with friends. It helps us grow the channel. We love bringing these videos to you, and that is much appreciated.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.